10 UCI World Championship titles, 9 UCI World Cup overall titles, 36 individual World Cup wins, 1 Olympic gold, only one, Nino Schurter.
I'm Nino Schurter, professional mountain biker since 22 years. And it's going to be soon. Soon over.
I was also afraid and had fear of life after being a professional mountain biker. The best life, the best job in the world.
Really, really hard for him to quit racing, which is probably why he's still going now. Only he knows how he feels on a bike, and only he can make that call to quit.
It's just a matter of time till he's retiring. What they do is kind of a bubble. It was a dream to be a professional.
As an athlete, you always want to get better and reach the next level.
Sadly, it can't go on forever. Everything comes to an end. He says it doesn't get any easier. The wins do come less, but he's a competitor, and to not compete, I think it'd be really hard for him.
Yeah, it's time.
Because there's never been a competitor like him, right?
Schurter takes the win in Brazil! His 33rd World Cup win! And Nino Schurter equals Julian Absalon's record!
It was never in doubt that Nino Schurter was the greatest mountain bike racer, but now it's going to be official in terms of the numbers. 34 career wins! A new record holder! The greatest of all time!
Going for his 36th win!
He knows.
Showtime!
So when are you going to retire?
For quite a long time, I wasn't ready, really. I got more pushed from the outside with this question. I still enjoy it. I still were successful. So for me, it was always like, no, I'm not ready, and I still want to keep going. Should I say, this year gives me the perfect goodbye in...
Yeah, in front of my...
I don't know.
Or maybe something about like racing on the biggest stage.
So all of a sudden I had also the feeling that I dedicated now my life really to racing for a really long time. And I can feel my body needs now a bit more rest. All those sacrifices you drew through your career, it gets harder and harder, and I'm looking forward to do something else with my time. My favorite race or my favorite place?
I think if you say favourite race, then we need to make it clear that it's Switzerland, it's home, I guess.
When I last fall saw the calendar for 2025, I was like, okay, I need to do one more year. Having World Championships in Montana, and just the weekend after, Lenzerheide. Great memories to the World Cups there, to the World Championships. I want to finish my career there. It's the perfect ending, and I'm really looking forward for those two last races. 2 home races, I couldn't have scripted better. Yeah, that's cool, huh?
Yeah, nice.
See you in Montana, see you in Lenzerheide. Let's make it legendary. Ride on, you're Nino. They're good.
Oh, yeah, it's nice.
I hope I found the right words to really tell what it meant to me, to sum up almost 30 years of your life. I had to sum it up somehow. Good. Dear mountain bike family and beyond, it's been one hell of a ride. But now it's time. Time to let my mind breathe and Now I got disrupted. Wir sind gerade noch ein Video am Aufnehmen. Kommst du auch rein und einfach ruhig sein? Oder willst du zuhören? Good. Rolling?
Yeah.
Dear mountain bike family and beyond, for the past 2 decades, I've given my body, my mind, and my soul to mountain biking. A beautiful sport, but also brutal at pro level. It's all or nothing, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. When I raced my first World Championships, I was just a kid chasing a dream in Lugano, 2003, and I left with my first international medal. What I didn't know then, that dream would carry me through countless, unforgettable moments and let me win more than half of all of those championships along the way. It's been one hell of a ride, but now it's time to let my mind breathe and to spend more moments with the people who have supported me through it all. This year gives me the perfect goodbye. N1NO will be my final XCO World Championships and Lenzerheide. My favorite race will be my last World Cup. 2 home races. I couldn't have scripted better. I want to thank every one of you, teammates, competitors, fans, and the entire mountain bike community. You made this journey unforgettable. You were the reason I pushed harder, and you were the magic behind the medal. But for now, I'm giving it everything one last time. See you in N1NO and see you in Lenzerheide. Let's make it legendary. Ride on. You're Nino.
Right on.
Oh, zoveel medaille.
Und, wie findet ihr das? You need to help me with the caption. What I say, I could take small bits out of it, like the one thing is it's all or nothing.
It's been one hell of a ride.
Nice, yeah.
It's like boom.
It's been one hell of a ride. It's been one hell of a ride.
Yeah.
And the no shortcuts hashtag. Good. And there's no misspelling, huh? Lehrerin?
I like when he is asking for the spelling, he gives it to the big sister.
Yeah.
It's good. That's the way it should be.
Should I really do it? Maybe I should do another year.
Nino, 999.
Okay. Can we share it?
Do it.
It's posting. It's a Cayman error. It doesn't want to work.
Oh, that's good.
No, it's online. Beyond. For the past 2 decades.
Oh my God.
My body,
Oh my God.
mind, and my soul. It's good, it's out. Now we can do other things.
What's next?
Hat's gar nicht. Und das
As an athlete, for sure you need to do sacrifice, but also the people around you have to do sacrifices, where it's not always easy. My family supported me through it all, especially my parents. They drove us through whole Europe to races and supported me, especially at the beginning of my career. And then later they were on the side of the track cheering for me. Jumbo? Wow. Yes. Even now, sometimes my mother, she's mostly more nervous than myself on races. She said she almost can't do it anymore.
During the race, I was always nervous and I'm still nervous. And
so.
but before and afterwards, it's over. It's just during the moment.
But also my daughter, she also needs to do a lot of sacrifices. I'm away for school performances or whatever, and that's also not always easy. Ist das gut? Ist die Message rübergekommen? So. Jetzt ist eure Zeit. Hä? Gell?
Nino Schurter.
Nino Schurter.
Nino Schurter.
In der 23. Profisaison geht Nino Schurters eindrückliche Karriere zu Ende. Das diesjährige Weltcuprennen auf der Lenzerheide, wo er 2018 einen seiner WM-Siege feierte, soll dann sein letztes Rennen sein.
Nice comments, a lot of goats. Not just from cycling, it's also nice. Also from other athletes. Kristoffersen, one of the best skiers from Norway. Congrats on amazing career, Nino. Big role model. I'm scrolling and scrolling, it never stops. There's just more load to finally have that announcement out of the way, even if a lot of people expected it already. I was more afraid that I would be an athlete, that I would be a retrier. And then I want to come back, do a comeback. If I stop, I really need to know it's time. And now I have the feeling it's the right time. Yeah, I think it's the right moment, and that's why I'm quite in peace with it.
We were looking at these two races, Crans-Montana and Lenzerheide, as it was an Olympic game year, really peaking for this one.
World Championships stands above everything. And if you win it, you got rewarded with the World Champion jersey. That makes it so special. The one race in the season, it puts you also on the biggest pressure. This I was always able to turn around into energy. And I always was able to perform really well at the World Championships. From 22 World Championships, I won on 19 or even 20 a medal.
Nice. Pretty sick wall. Yeah, baby.
The pressure, I don't know how he does it. There are some World Cups or championships where he is a little bit more nervous. He's a human for sure. He feels the pressure, but he can handle it quite well.
I always performed at World Championships. It's not often you have the opportunity to race World Championships back home. You need to enjoy it.
Unterlassen. Kinn zur Brust. Ein. He was very quiet today and he's very nervous. I can tell. When I started working with him, he was this like perfectionist and, I have a plan, I stick to this plan. Because he never really had lots of downs in his career. But then over the years, things don't go as planned, and in the last few years, even more. And then you can see his fluctuation of his emotions.
Nein, ich muss gewinnen haben.
Hm?
Ich kann eigentlich nur gewinnen haben.
Du hast schon gewonnen, Nino. Für alle. Für alle hast du gewonnen. Und du bist jetzt nur noch da, um, keine Ahnung, die Leute, die du alle so stolz gemacht hast, die dich noch einmal sehen dürfen auf der großen Bühne. I think this is something which is more like an emotional factor for him now. Oh, muss ich gerade mal umarmen. Oh. It's good, he can show this in front of people. In front of us and in front of me, which is important because I work very close with him. And then to deal with, actually, sometimes I'm not perfect. To deal with it, to learn to deal with it, it was a process for him. But it makes him he's a normal being. He's not a machine. Yeah. It makes me sad now, oh God.
Crans-Montana, I think, was going to be the fireworks. I think that's where all the effort had gone in, all the training prep.
We fine-tuned the equipment. He was making the extra mile and next step with nutrition, with training, with altitude training and this and that. The focus was fully on these 2 race weekends. He did everything right, he's in great shape.
Fully prepared, ready to go.
One thing we didn't consider, he didn't consider, what's going to happen to him when it's like the last time going to a start line, and everything broke down.
And then he saw a video of his career that featured his daughter and a load of his friends and family.
Throat started to swell up. He was in tears at the start line. Gun goes off. Has no chance to keep up at this level. I mean, it's a world championship. You race against the very best in the world, and even a Nino Schurter. Then
Didn't happen. It just didn't work in Crom, Montana.
But he went to plan B that I'm sure he didn't prepare before the race, but he switched then and just enjoyed those 90 minutes. I could feel the fans. They didn't really care so much, even he wasn't up there in the mix. They just enjoyed seeing him for the last time in a World Championship race.
It was a different thing than what he was expecting it to be. He rolled around, came in 42nd, but enjoyed the moment as opposed to the end of the book.
Ich war schon fertig vor dem Start. Ich habe, als beim Warm-up den Film von meiner Karriere gezeigt haben, und das ist so emotional für mich, habe ich anfangen zu brüllen, und dann ist der Mathieu noch gekommen und hat gesehen, wie ich angefangen habe zu brüllen, und dann hat es mir so den Schnuff genommen.
Schwierig, so ein Rennen nachher zu fahren.
So können starten ist unmöglich gewesen.
It was special yesterday. I think I underestimated a bit to race and to know it's some of my last races. I wasn't thinking that I could get emotional just before the start. So this is quite a challenge, I have the feeling, to still race and to know it was like my last World Championships. But it was really nice to feel that was more of career cheering. I was so far back, but everybody were they were all cheering like, Nino, Nino. So the atmosphere was insane. Swiss fans were once again really cool, and they were cheering for me like it was like in Lenzerheide in 2018. It's time for the last World Cup. I'm ready. Maybe not as much ready as I was for other World Cups to battle for the victory, but I'm ready to take on the last World Cup race.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Whoop UCI Mountain Bike World Series, the 8th round of the UCI Cross Country Olympic World Cup from Lenzerheide in Switzerland. And a day that we are going to wave goodbye to a living legend. Nino Schurter bows out of UCI World Cup mountain bike racing.
Yeah, Lenzerheide it's just 25 minutes away from where we are now. So it's my home race. In summer, it's a mountain bike paradise. It's the bike kingdom. For me, it's like the playground and where I like to play.
This is the place that the Swiss crowd turn out to see their heroes race. And to bring a performance like he tends to do in Lenzerheide in front of not just mountain bike race fans, but casual fans, never underestimate how important that is. He transcends this sport, and this is where people come to watch him do it.
I bloody hope he enjoys his last race. I don't think we'll see him riding around drinking beers off the crowd, but it needs to be massive. It needs to be the biggest farewell ever for any athlete in mountain biking.
It is already guaranteed that it will be packed here at the race with thousands of fans that will carry him through the last 90 minutes. It could be the biggest World Cup in history.
So far what I heard, ticket sales goes really well. So. But I saw there's already a lot of people.
Yeah. It's busy.
It's busy?
Yeah.
Have you been down there?
Yeah.
21st of September, the last World Cup race. Last time.
What's going on in your head?
If I survive, to be honest. Yeah, it's a bit It's a bit a lot. All the feedback I get and messages and it's crazy. Yeah? And I don't know if this is just because it's in my head, but I really struggle with breathe. So I hope I will get some air this afternoon and I can enjoy it a bit. If you don't believe in yourself, you can't really perform. But the problem is you need to get there. This is the difficult thing. I really can feel it's the right time. So I was always thinking, oh, it's not a big thing then, if it's the right thing. But still, it's also to see all the reactions of people around me and friends and family, and everybody comes, and it's this is quite overwhelming. One last time.
Big, big day for every fan of this sport. It's the GOAT's last dance. And what is he gonna bring to the floor for this one?
The thing I really wish for him that he can enjoy it no matter what.
To take the competitor out of him, I don't think that's something you can do by crossing the line at the end of a season.
I just hope he smiles when he crosses the finish line and knows who he is and what he has done so far.
It's time to go racing here in Lenzerheide. And off they go, off the line. Just looking to see where Nino Schurter is going to get through the traffic. Then Nino Schurter, there he is in 15th.
A really good start from Nino, having to work his way through from 33rd on the grid.
I just wonder today, are we going to get the fireworks that we were promised in Crom, Montana? 262 cross-country Olympic UCI World Cup races since 1991. Nino has started in just over half of them at 132. He's some man for the numbers when you start picking through them.
Here he comes in. Nino! Enjoy it! Oh my God!
Now he's past the start, he's into a couple of laps, he's now in race mode and just try and crack on with the race.
Josh reporting in, the crowd are getting louder and louder for Nino down there, all the way around this track in Lenzerheide.
So many people and so many are here because they cheer for Nino. It's unreal.
This is something we didn't see at the World Championships. He never quite got going there, but a different story so far.
Listen to this.
Nino Schurter now back into the top 20, 19th position for the Goats.
Go on, Nino. Must be a very, very strange feeling for Nino Schurter, knowing that this is the last time he'll experience this feeling. Big moment here. The one and only Thomas Freshnecht rings the bell to herald the last lap of Nino Schurter's UCI cross-country Olympic World Cup career. Oh, what an emotional moment it is going to be. What a huge moment in the history of this sport. On the way up the final climb, the noise levels as this man who has given and brought so much to this sport heads home for the last time on the last lap. The Manla moment, enjoying his last lap. Oh, that is great to see. Bear witness to the ending of one of the greatest of all time's careers. 10 UCI World Championship titles, 9 UCI World Cup overall titles, 36 individual World Cup wins, 1 Olympic gold, only one Nino Schurter, the greatest there has ever been, maybe the greatest there ever will be. Whatever happens next, thank you, Nino. What a career, what a rider, what a man. Mountain biking has never seen anything like this. It's never seen a rider like Nino Schurter.
perfect end. It was like, it was better than I could imagine. I think that was the ending I was searching for quite a while, and luckily I found it. I had a super nice career, a long career, and now it's also time for something new. To start a new chapter. There's a lot of things going on for next year already. The most exciting thing, I would say, Marlene and I, we're expecting a baby, so this will also keep us busy from February on. Small brother will have. Winter is coming! Can you feel it? Yes, we can feel the wind. Winter is coming. And you know what's after the winter coming? A new season without me.
I think it's fair to say that he truly changed the sport.
He had a career that, you know, you can only compare with like the absolute greats of sport.
For me, at least, he's the best ever to do this sport.
The ability to do it season after season after season.
He's pushed all of us to a higher level.
He's just embedded within the sport in a way that maybe the sport's like part of him, you know?
Nino, it was a big honor being your... Nino, it was a big honor being your handler for 23 years.
To see it matters to other people, that kept me going so long. It was so good to feel you guys at the races or in comments or on the trail somewhere. So just the biggest thank you to all my fans. Right on, you're Nino.
Time to get this machine back in action.